So I'm sitting here in a coffee shop with Nomeva ahead of his clash on December 11 against Filipino opponents. How's everything been going for you?
Everything is good. Hi, Hayden, and your listeners, and hopefully everything is fine. I'm good on my side, and everything is going well. I'm on preparations. I'm busy working. I'm from work as you speak. So yeah, it's good. I'm getting ready for the fight, and it's a Philippine guy. I'm not taking him light. I'm making sure that I'm working as much as I can.
It's the first international opponent outside of Africa since the Devin Haney fight. How are you feeling?
Grateful for that because at the end of the day, I need to go back and check myself if I'm good to go again. So getting a Philippine guy, it's a very good opponent for me and opposition because I know those guys they're coming in hard, and I have to manage that and work with it. So I can see that I'm ready to go back to the top.
Many Philippine boxers up in lightweights and above, usually they're campaigning a lot of the lower divisions, but seeing him coming through, do you think he'll be like some of the smaller guys that we see?
I don't really know him that much, but yes, there's a lot of Philippine guys are in the smaller weight, but I know that all of them they're tough, and then I know that all of them they will give us fights, and they always bring their A game, and especially with this one that had a chance to spar with Manny Pacquiao in his preparation for his last fight or something. So I'm sure he's a very motivated boxer. I'm sure it's someone who believes in himself because not everyone can get into the ring with Manny Pacquiao. So obviously, even if when I was in America, I wanted to spar with Manny Pacquiao, but I couldn't get the chance. So imagine if I had that time where I was supposed to be now. So that guy, I'm very sure that he's motivated and is ready for the fight, and he's coming to South Africa to show us that he did not spar with Manny Pacquiao just for nothing. So I'm expecting a good fight. I'm trying to work hard as much as I can so that I can manage everything that it brings. So I don't take him light at all. I believe that all of them, they're very strong.
The last Filipino guy that sparred with Manny Pacquiao that fought a South African fighter was actually Dave Penaloza against Lorato Glamini, and we saw how that went on the night. Lorato outshined him. Similar to this, you want to put on a performance like that?
Yes, at the end of the day, it's what we need to respect that they sparred with these big guys that we know of, but they will never be them. Yeah. It's just like me. If like someone can spar with me and do whatever they would do inside the sparring, but you can never be Nomeva, you can never be someone else. Yeah. So it will be him against me, and it will be what is happening in our boxing. It will be my boxing against his boxing. So getting an opportunity like that doesn't mean that you are automatically a world champion or a legend like Manny Pacquiao. So we just respect the fact that he stepped in the ring with him. So I know he's not a weak opponent, and I need to make sure, and it helps me also to work hard and understand that this guy is not going to be a walkover at all.
What are you making of the fact that you'll be fighting in Pumalanga?
I went to Pumalanga and fought, I think, early this year or last year. I'm not sure. I've been fighting at least. Yeah, I've been busy, so I can't even recognize when I was fighting there. So fighting in Pumalanga was great, and I believe that I made a good fight in Pumalanga, and people from Pumalanga, they were excited to see me back again. So I'm doing just that again. I'm going back to Pumalanga, taking the fight there. So it's good to be welcomed in another province. Especially I'm from Eastern Cape, and people from Pumalanga are looking forward to see me. It also motivates me and give me like all that strength and power and energy.
For the sounds of it, I mean, obviously Eastern Cape is home, so fighting at Eastern Cape would be a nice thing. But we saw Lusanda Komenisi coming out and saying that he actually hates fighting in the Eastern Cape. What was your thoughts on that?
On what Lusanda said. Obviously, I don't want to lie. I don't think it's a great thing to say it out. You can think and keep it to yourself, because you know what, this is boxing, and those fans, they will always be there. And those fans sometimes will want to prove a point to you, and for unnecessary reasons they will want to show you that they don't care about you, or they don't care about what you say, or they can just show you that we want to show you you are not bigger than us, so it will always put you in a very disadvantaged position when you have to fight with your own people your fans and the opponent. So I don't think it was wise for him to say it out. You can maybe don't like people or hate people, especially fans. Boxing fans, they like their boxing, they know what they say, and they just want us to prove them wrong. If you have anything that you can do against fans, is to just make sure you keep on winning, whether they like you or don't, but let them come and watch you and see you, and be eager to come and watch and see what you're going to do. And every time they come, you just prove them wrong by just winning and succeeding in everything. So I will never say that, even if I had to be in a situation where myself not feeling comfortable, or I'm not liking my home ground, I can never say that I don't want to fight because of the fans, because at the end of the day, I still need those people behind me. Let's say I'm fighting a Philippine guy now, and I'm fighting in East London, and my fight is hard, and those people are just watching like they're in a funeral. It won't help me. But if at least they are with me and supporting me and cheering for me, it will give me a bit of energy and also a motivation to go and fight. So I don't want to lie. I don't know how to react in it, but it also like different. Maybe it's like how he feels and it's how he wants to express it. So I can never say he is not supposed to say it, or he is. But for me, I cannot be able to say that. Luckily, I believe that most of Islamic people, they like me and they can support me. And I'm sure maybe not everyone, but I believe a lot of them, a lot of boxing supporters, they have something, they have like a soft spot for me. When I go to East London, I know every day, anytime, I can maybe make the hall be packed and maybe people will come. I used to be doing that, so I think I can still do it, because I've never been in a wrong side or in a bad side to anyone, unless of course I don't know. So I'm looking forward to fight at home anytime. I would love to fight in East London, because I know the support that is there, it's real for me. Even if like not all of them will be supporting me, but I know those who are supporting me, that thing, it's real, and I can even feel it when I'm fighting there. So when you're fighting in Italy, it's different. It's not like fighting in Joburg. It's not like fighting in America. It's not like fighting in Pumalanga. It's not like fighting in Soweto, where you don't know who's who, which side are they. Maybe they even cheering for you, but not really. Yabo. So in East London, if someone is cheering for you, if someone is supporting you, that's real.
All right, and let's keep with East London. East London Royalty will be on the card as well with Zolani Tete. You guys are sharing a card again. Long time coming for him. I don't want to make it about him, but he's on the bill, fighting against a Filipino opponent as well. How much do you enjoy sharing the platform with someone of his stature?
It's going to be the second time sharing the stage with Zolani. And we once had a fight on the same bill in East London, and it was packed. People had to turn and to be turned out of the hall because it was packed already. There was no space for anyone to come in anymore. So it shows you that when these two boxers are in the same bill, it means that bill is big. So yes, this one is also in Pumalanga. So I'll just say people from Pumalanga, they are lucky to have this kind of boxing, and obviously we both respect boxing and we go there and put on a show. So it's a great thing to me. It's always a great pleasure to share a ring with Zolani Tete. He's a former world champion. He's one of the best boxers in South Africa. He's one of the boxers that are being respected in the world, that are being are known by a lot of boxing stakeholders and big people in boxing. So to be in the same card with him, it means a lot. It also motivates some of us. I'm not a young boxer anymore, but obviously I'm not at Zolani Tete's level, and I would love to be where he's from. So it's good to be fighting in the same card as him.
Right, and if you think about yourself and him on the card in Pumalanga, I mean, if it was in the Eastern Cape again, you think it would have been a bit better?
It was going to be a bit better. It was not going to be a bit better. It was going to be a lot better. Islam will always be Islam. It's very different in terms of boxing, and with just boxing with no big name in it, in the bill, but there'll always be like a lot of support because people down there, they love their boxing. So imagine putting me and Zolani Tete now in East London. So it means that thing was going to be very big. And now it's even not in Gauteng. If it was Gauteng, it was going to be better because most people can fly or drive all the way from East London to Joburg. But for them to come to Joburg and still drive another 3 hours, 2 hours to Nelspruit, it will kill many people. So it won't be the same. It can never be the same fighting in Pumalanga. But it's a great thing for us boxers to be out of the comfort zone and just get into a fight and win our fights wherever we are being put to fight. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna have to go somewhere outside of South Africa and have to fight. So it also helps us to get used to those situations.
All right, and you mentioned at the press conference that you were looking at opponents that were like a higher level opponent for you. You feel like you're ready to, try yourself at the world level again. I know you didn't have any names, but what sort of idea do you have in terms of the trajectory that you want to go towards? In terms of do you want to fight top 10 fighters next? What is your idea?
I really do want to go back to be a contender in now in junior welterweight. Just that I don't know the boxers in there. I know George Taylor's world champions and whatsoever. Is it Taylor? Is George Taylor?
Yeah, he's the unified champion. He has all the belts.
Yes. So obviously those fights are dream fights that I am one day looking for, and I know that there are guys that will come up to junior welterweight soon. Let's say Tefano Lopez, Giovanni Davis.
I think Davis is already there.
Davis, yeah, and also maybe again Devin Haney.
Yeah.
So it's those fights that I'm thinking. Also, I need to prepare myself to go back to them. So one day I would love us to fight one of those guys. I've seen them and I've watched them fighting. They are big names. I need to try and find my way and go to the top where I can get a chance to an opportunity to challenge them and fight with them. So by fighting this Filipino guy, it also taking me at least closer to the international fighters and fights, and also getting a better ranking in terms of the world rankings. So I think after this one, it needs to be a better one, and also in terms of ratings, so I can at least step up in each fight.
I was going to ask you about this question as well. I was thinking about this on the drive here. Azinga Fuzile is fighting for a world title now, and he's obviously close to you as well. You've known him since he was a small boy, and now he's going on to potentially achieve his dream. Hopefully all goes well this weekend. That sort of stage that he's on now, is that the one that you want to be on?
Exactly. And you know what is now happening into me is Azinga was my junior. Azinga is a very young boxer, skillful boxer, great boxing. We cannot take it away from him, and he's very good. He's talented. He's gonna win the IBF and become a world champion, and that's great for South Africa and the continent at large. And I believe that for me, seeing someone that used to be my junior now being the world champion and being in the stage where I've never been, that I would like to be, it motivates me that I need to work hard and I need to keep believing that I am the best, because the boy grew up just under my watch, and now he's where he is. He's a superstar. Obviously, I trained him a lot of things when he was still young. I taught him a lot of things when he was still young. Now he is the Azinga that everyone is looking at. So I'm proud of myself seeing Azinga in the stage that he is now, and knowing that I have put something in his growth in terms of boxing, even though now he is way better than me in terms of the levels and stages of boxing, because I still want to go to where he is. Better. Yes, he is. He's fighting for a world IBF title, and I've never been there. I'm still looking. I'm still fighting for my way to go there. So I can never say that Yeah,
Okay.
Azinga is in a better stage. He's in a good stage. He's in a way better position. Maybe I can put it like that. He's in a way better position in boxing as me at the moment now. So I'm grateful for that, and I wish that he comes back with a title of which I believe. And I am not a Azinga's fan. I'm not going to be excited and be talking about Azinga, posting him every now and then and what on the social media. My thing is to pray that the boy come back with the world title and make sure I support everywhere I can without making people be aware that I'm doing that. So because this Azinga fighting for IBF title is very emotional and personal to me, because the boy is my boy, is my younger brother, I can say. So it means a lot for him to fight, for me to see him fighting for that title. So it's a very emotional situation that I'm in now. I wish the boy can come back with the title. I hope and believe he is going to come back with it.
Another big one would be also for your trainer, Chief, as well, to take him abroad. I mean, I know that it was his first time and Azinga's first time to America on the last trip, but now to do it on a second time would be huge for him as well.
It will be very big. It will be life-changing opportunity for, not even Azinga and Chief, but for other South African boxers. Because let's say now Azinga is a champion and he needs to defend, and now people start noticing that there is a cream, there is boxers in South Africa, there is a lot of fighters that can be world champions. So another boxer can go up with Azinga next time. Another boxer can get an opportunity again. And there is Steven Nochinga who's also going to be fighting for IBF, which is, it's going to be, if both boxers win the titles, it means that ±5 boxers apart from them in their next defenses or their next fights or whatever is happening in America for them, they might be featured undercuts of those fights, and then they'll be making South Africa proud, and also obviously they will make people notice South Africa that has boxers. So it's a great thing for everyone, for not only people that are close to Azinga in Chief, but for all South African boxing.
I wanted to ask your setup for the fight. Shannon's been in the corner for you as well. He's been helping you out with training. Is Chief involved in this camp, and is he going to be in your corner?
Shannon, yes. Shannon is my trainer, and I'm training with him. Even like now, I'm from his gym and training with him. So we are good, we are ready, and Chief is going to be back on the day of the fight.
Okay.
So it's just a good arrangement. We are still fine, we are happy, and I'm fine with Shannon being in front of my eyes every now and then, and Chief when he comes and then I go down. It's like just a good relationship for both of us, for all three of us. So we are good. Shannon has been looking at the guy. Shannon has been planning the fight, because I meet him almost every day, because I can say, because I'm always here.
Yeah.
I meet him every day, I train with him every day. So he's got everything under control. He knows the opponent from A up to Z now, because he's been the one that has been watching and planning and making sure that in our training we try and execute whatever he wants us to do in the fight. So, and our Chief is busy with Azinga now because of this big fight.
Yeah, it's huge,
and
yeah.
yes, so with the experience and the lucky that is coming back within America, it's also gonna take me to the greater levels and energies to the fight. Because when he comes back from America as the South African world champion coach, so and being in my corner, it means a lot. It's starting from me. If I am going to be motivated, and I'm going to be in a space where I'm surrounded by coaches like that, so that means that I'm also feeling like a champion. I'm also going to be doing like a champion. I'm also going to be a champion.
Right, so that's an important thing, obviously, to be in that environment as well, just from a mental standpoint as well. But mentally, this fight now for you, what are your thoughts on it? Because, like, okay, Filipinos, you're expecting someone tough. I mean, Shannon's done, as you said, he's done all the homework. But are you expecting any particular result from yourself?
I want to box. I'm mostly practicing my jab and working on the body punches and trying to box and be safe as much as I can because the guys are strong, so that if we go a distance, I don't get hurt many and most times. So I've been working on obviously trying to make sure that I move and be able to box and not get hurt and be safe all the time. So I believe that we all know and believe that most of the time Philippine boxers, they don't like when we're going down, when we go down to the body, and I am going to try that. If it works, I'm gonna keep on until I come up with something. But if it's not working, I will do my boxing, because we are practicing a lot of jabs, because I think it's going to be the most needed thing in the fight.
Right, and I suppose you can't really send a message. I'm not sure if guy from Philippines will understand you. I don't know if English, but some Filipinos can speak English. So if you did have a message, what would it be?
It will be like come 11 December, and I don't want to lie, I'm not going back down for anything. I'm gonna win the fight. That's one thing for sure that I have to do, and I owe it to myself to win the fight, and before my team and my fans and everyone around me. I owe it to myself, and I don't want to lie. In Xhosa, there's a saying that ekekeleyo maiwe, and it's gonna be like that. So I don't know how you're gonna translate it, but it is. So if I see an opening, I'm gonna go into it. That's how it means.
Okay,
yes.
I kind of get it. Yeah.
Yes. So if I see an opening, I'm gonna go into it, and I'll go through. So yes, that's what's gonna happen, and it simply means that if he can't take what I'm gonna be giving it to him, then I will knock him out. But if he can, then we'll dance for 12 rounds.
All right. Okay.
We fight in 10 rounds, sorry.
Oh, you're fighting quick correction, 10 rounds. Yeah, 10 rounds.
Good.
So it's a non-title fight.
It's a 9-title fight.
Okay. A man of your stature needs a title, surely.
I do, but I don't want to lie. I really need a title that is going to be taking me somewhere.
Yeah, not a no-nonsense title.
Yes. So I believe in that. I do have a WBA. AB? What is it that I have?
Did you get the Pan African?
The Pan African, is it WBA? Ne?
WBA,
WBA Pan African. Yeah, I do have it. I'm not defending it, and then me and my promoter. So that this is the better fight for us to take now, and maybe if we have to defend the WBA, we will sometime. I don't know, but I don't want to lie. If there's going to be a title online from now going forward, it needs to be a telling something.
Like
international and of a great thing.
Yeah,
because I would like to fight for WBC International and WBO International against Devin Haney. I would like to get maybe those kind of titles, or maybe WBC Silver something, if there is a possibility for that, and also obviously IBF or WBA International something. Yeah, not Pan African.
Yeah, I get you. I'm not going to mention some of the other titles because that would be wrong of me. Anyway, lastly, any thank you shout-outs for anybody?
Yes. A lot of people that are supporting me. Obviously, firstly, my gym, my wife, and my family, and my sponsors that are being with me all the time in Fight Club, World Sport Betting, Ferguson Films, Con Ferguson, and Loiso Consultants. I would like to, World Sport Betting I would like to obviously thank them for being with me all the time, and also my Fight Club family.